and welcome to our Qualitas Light Up Quality series. In our two-part video series, we're going to be discussing the differences between quality assurance and quality control. You might recognise these as QA and QC. In this week's video, we'll focus on the QA side, and then next week in part 2, we'll look at the QC side, which is the quality control. We hope you enjoy the series.
Hi, it's Alison from Qualitas. Are your products fit for purpose? We meet a lot of organisations who say we don't need any quality control. We don't have any quality control in our factories. And, yeah, we can manage without. We're all right. Everything's good. I want to explain in a short demonstration why we need quality control. Brand new can opener purchased today. Or perhaps the gym mat. This is the yoga mat. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? And then when you start doing the yoga, huge chunks of the mat fall out onto the floor. This is only a couple of months old. To your organisation, are you receiving a lot of customer returns in your production line, customer complaints, or having to carry out a lot of reworks in your factories and on your sites? And this may be due to not having adequate QA/QC in place. There's two aspects of this that are the basic criteria. It's having QA, which stands for quality assurance, and QC, which is quality control, in place. And I'm going to do a simple demonstration of the two. So let's take our quality assurance process. I'm going to explain why you can't have one without the other. So if we were going to design, let's say we were going to design the new can opener. This one's already made, but let's say we wanted to come up with a new concept, which is very similar to this one. So we will come up with our design for this. And some of the things that we need to plan for our quality assurance side is we probably have to plan what kind of materials we're going to use to make this. So in this one we've got some stainless steel, we've got plastic handles here. So we need to look at where we're going to source these materials from. Who are our suppliers? What type of material or grade that we might need for this stainless steel here to stop it from rusting. That might be one of our criteria in our specification, that we want a can opener that's not going to rust or deteriorate. We've also got some other components. Yes, we've got the plastic here. Now I probably have to see, well, we need something quite durable. This is going to be in the kitchen. It may be subject to heat. Okay. How much is this going to cost? Because we need to make sure that our materials are not too expensive, otherwise no one's going to buy a can opener if it's 500 dirham. We need to keep the costs low. How many resources do we need? We also need a production line. In a way, probably a factory. We need some plant and equipment and materials to make this. The personnel, we probably need to make sure that they're trained, they know how to use the machines that we're going to use. We also will have to calibrate the equipment, because if we don't, then maybe our margin of error will be inaccurate and we're going to have a defect in the product. These are all of our planning questions. We need to have a look at each one of these, map them out, and have a look at what could go wrong or what we need to put in place to make sure that we meet those particular criteria. And we then need to make sure that this product is fit for purpose. We may need to think about, okay, we need to test this product. So before we finish and send this out to our customers, we need to test to make sure that this product actually works and it opens the cans. We probably need to do that by having some inspections as well at each stage of the production to make sure that this can opener works. And it's best to check those all the way through the manufacturing process, because if you leave this to the end and we just say, oh, the can opener doesn't work, we don't know where in that process that this can opener stopped working. Was it when the handle went on? Was it the alignment of these discs here? At what stage? Because we're now going to write this defect into the whole of the production line, so every single can opener will have the same defect. So we need to really make sure that when we do our plan, that we evaluate where we need to have those critical inspections, so that we can analyse the data and then we can make sure that we build out any defects that we find.
So we've reached the end of part 1 of our video series, and we've talked about the quality assurance side. So just to summarise, this focuses on the quality planning activities. Planning to ensure that your products and services are fit for purpose, that they were intended to be used for, and also to ensure that your customer requirements and expectations are always met. Please look out next week for our video on the second part, which is our quality control side. Thanks for watching.